they've been going for me. We got new term of school, 1 month leagues. Okay, so I haven't streamed a lot of the 1 month leagues because when I'm not like at college and I'm at home, my internet connection isn't the best. So I'm at my parents' house. Um, over spring break, I actually pretty much got the 404 softcore almost entirely done, and I will show you guys the character I used for that. Um, and then I've just been working on the hardcore character, and um, usually I mean, obviously hardcore is a little more stressful environment, and I don't want to rip because I'm not paying attention. That said, I've ripped, I think, maybe 6 or 7 characters in this league. I can kind of go through a history of what those were. I've saved a lot of their gear, but they themselves, I think I saved one of the characters because I actually didn't have a ranger among my entire collection of characters. So I saved the hardcore ranger, and she's still around. We'll see if I play her or not, but if not, I can always delete her later. I deleted a character that was more useless than her. That was the key thing, there being more useless. It's a big shrine. Nice damage pop. Oh, that's the always crit shrine too. With otherworldly, that's not cool. Okay, so basically the whole gist of the 1 month leagues. You can see how these guys have the Bloodlines packs mods. Give me that. Thanks. Otherworldly tentacle miscreations are kind of a scary thing when they're in the second phase. But there we go. Gone. Okay. Anyway, so I believe, let's see, the first thing I tried to play on here, well, I tried to play a couple Shadows at first, like just kind of doing like, I don't know, random like stuff like, oh, I'll do like Fireball CI, something like that. And I think I read my first 2 characters to strong boxes because I was going pretty YOLO, just trying to go fast, like see how much I could get done. I got a lot of the challenges completed once I got the first 2 challenges completed with a witch that I played as Flame Blast. Okay, got her all the way to actually level 70, and then I did a Zana mission, and I got a little overconfident, like, oh, I can kill the maze boss. And then I took a simultaneous laser hit and a rock fall at the same time, and she got like 1 shot, even with her nearly 4k life, which was not cool. So the character I made after that was a Wings of Entropy duelist, and he was super awesome. Like, the damage was insane. I was using Cyclone. He was really tanky. And then I talked to Tora in a map when I was really close to level 70, and she spawned the mutated Maw, and he one-shot me with chaos damage because I didn't work on the chaos resist with him either. So I'm gonna learn my lesson, okay? But let's see, touched by Storm Cultist, lightning damage. Okay. And then after my duelist died, I moved on to this character. So this character, obviously, as you can tell and I've talked about, he is EA. He's a prolif build. Obviously, it's not going to work in the next patch, which is, again, 6 to 8 weeks away. They released the beta today. I haven't gotten a key yet, as far as I know. When I do, I will definitely be streaming that, for sure. It's something I'm really interested in. I'm really interested about all the melee crap that's changing. I want to see what I can do with it. And, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, my main claw build is going to be pretty hugely buffed with all this stuff. Mjolnir is going to get buffed. I'm nearly 100% sure. So that'll be nice. Mjolnir namely being buffed because of the Fortify gem, but again, I really think it's really too early to speculate on anything being final because we know it's, well, nothing is really truly final at this point because again they just began the beta and they said it's going to last at least 6 weeks. So that means potentially up to 6 weeks of standard for me. Which time we'll have plenty of time to do things like level up characters, maybe even play hardcore for a while, see how far we can get. Yeah, although we're gonna have a level 80 character, so just some confidence from me. You should die. There we go. I'll go through my build after this map. So obviously you're seeing this will do well for a gameplay part of the video. But yeah, you can see pretty much obviously how this works. We have primary damage skill being explosive arrow, utility skill in split arrow, and then mobility skill in blink arrow. Okay, I think the map's clear. Alright, perfect. 0 remain, 94%. Peace.
What do you need?
Wow. Yeah, that's actually a very good base claw. I'm very sure that's hybrid. I'm actually going to hold on to that just because it's a good drop for hardcore. Okay. Alright, so here's me. Okay. I also have the Searing Bond as a utility skill. I've got most of my stuff skinned up. As you can see, I'm running Clarity, Discipline, and Grace, and I also can run Arctic Armor. Alright, so let's go into the... let's talk gear. Okay, so core things of explosive arrow build. We have our Quill Rain. I corrupted this because I was trying to roll +1 arrow. Obviously, we don't have +1 arrow. So our links are explosive arrow, chance to ignite, elemental proliferation, and faster attacks. So basically, get the stacks up fast for explosive arrow because the damage is entirely dependent on the stacks. The fastest attacking bow in the game is Quill Rain. If you've seen an explosive arrow build before, you know this is kind of what you want to use. My quiver, I'm using Hyrie's Bite. This has great stats, attack speed, and increased AoE. Ideally, I think you could probably get a better rare quiver, but the AoE on attack speed and stats from this are just absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's corrupted. I've been making these with the vendor recipe, and I've been trying to corrupt +1 arrow, but obviously I haven't been successful yet. Helmet. So my helmet is just an evasion energy shield helm. Energy shield helps because I do use Eldritch Battery, and evasion goes into armor because I actually use iron reflexes. So we got life and resist. It's pretty standard. Here's my utility setup. We got split arrow. Very soon this will actually get an additional arrow, which will be nice. I'll shoot 6 instead of 5. Fast. It has chain, so we hit more enemies to pass along a curse, which is flammability. Just for loss of fire resistance and chance to be ignited. That's pretty much what this is entirely for. In my boots here, we have an okay pair of energy shield boots with life and resist and move speed and intelligence, kind of pretty basic stuff. Running my reduced mana, clarity, grace, and discipline. Discipline and clarity are of course for mana and mana regeneration, and grace is for armor. The mana cost of my explosive arrow is 41, and I shoot roughly 5 a second, so the mana cost there is obviously pretty high, and I'm running Arctic Armor as well. My gloves is a pretty good pair of armor gloves, life and resist, pretty standard stuff. Running Custom Image Signal 9 with Enduring Cry, Increased Duration, and Immortal Call. In my chest, it's an Energy Shield armor chest. Obviously I get something better, but this is just okay. Life, resist, stats. And here we have my Searing Bond and Increased Burning Damage, and it's currently holding my Arctic Armor level 9 and my Blink Arrow. Open slot for something. I have some leveling things on my offhand. And then life resist belt, life resists ring, life and resists ring. This could be upgraded and replaced really, really easily, but this is just life and resists. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. Let's go into the passive tree. Obviously I'm a Templar. Go out through the regeneration. I took this for more mana, reduced mana cost. This actually helps a lot. 12% reduced mana cost for EA is nice. Life, attack speed, AoE, elemental damage, life. And then we go out this way to get some more effect. I want to pick up the life and chaos resistance nodes soon. And then we go around this way, mana, life, Eldritch Battery, and I've dropped in here to get the AoE nodes. I would like to go into Deep Wisdom and these life nodes and mana nodes as well. And then we've dropped out through this way. We've picked up Arsonist for fire damage and life regeneration. Resolute Technique, obviously, this is really important. We've gone up here for Shaper and Elemental Equilibrium. I would also potentially like to get Combat Stamina for armor and life regeneration, but we'll see about that. Drop through the life cluster here, across Sentinel, across all this Dex. Dex was really helpful to let my explosive arrow stats. We got Art of the Gladiator, Bravery, Mana Flows, and Iron Reflexes. I took this routing so I could potentially drop in here to get this life and life regeneration later. I'd also like to potentially either go across this way or drop in from over here to get the life that's over here and the life regeneration. But again, we'll see. I really have to pick and choose what I want. So, yeah, if the pathing here was a little different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could potentially reach through here instead of going around that way, but yeah, we'll see. It's kind of a holdover. I mean, I take nodes from currently 3 very far apart sections of the tree, so there's been a lot of skill grimmages, I guess you could say, for things like Eldritch Battery and other stuff like that. So, yeah. That's my hardcore character. Again, we're trying to push level 80. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I did in softcore. Okay. So, in softcore I played a Shadow. I didn't really die that much. I got level 80 really fast. This character is actually exceptionally powerful. I'm probably just going to run something really simple with him. So, I'll just go to Lunaris. I'm level 80. This character got 4/4 pretty fast. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother to put on the skins, although he looks way cooler with them. We'll just kind of run as is. So this character actually uses Cast on Crit. Okay, I was level 3. This is actually a Cast on Crit character. I originally leveled with Freeze Pulse, and then I switched to Cast on Crit like around mid-60s, and he absolutely crushes things. As you can tell, I am wearing a Tabula, and yeah, so let's kind of demonstrate how this works. So as you can see, there's a Reflect pack here. I just one-shot it, and I have an Eternal Life Flask that recharges on crit. And that's my life regeneration, essentially. As you can see, it's just like instant wipe. This character was really fun to level, really fun to play. He's also evasion based. He has Ondar's Guile. This is why I run Grace. So I have evasion and Arctic armor. And then obviously he clears really fast. Okay. This character looks really good in the blue armor set, which is really nice. But yeah, this is basically. I always kind of wanted to play a wand cast on crit build, and I finally really got to. As you can see, he actually, I mean, he barely has more life than my other character right now. My other character should be breaking this life total once I just go get some life nodes. But again, this is a softcore character. He has died a few times, but not that many actually. This character actually face tanked Palace Dominus to get the last achievement. I was able to face tank Dominus because of this flask right here. You just spam away. I took a hit. Oh, I just recharge, and then because of the amount of shatters he usually gets. Usually things like Necrovigil aren't a problem. But we'll just move on. I'd like to demo what he does to Piety, so we've got to get there. But he does one-shot most rares. Oh, wow. Oh, that's my alternate freeze pulse. That's not the one I use. The one I use has a little bit of quality. Alright, there's a Living Blood. It dies almost instantly. As you can see, DPS, very, very good. I carried a lot of my guildies with this character. And pretty much the only thing I had to buy here was the Tabula. I got an Alpha Cell drop, and I traded it for the Tabula. Having the 6th link was like super important to make this character work. I don't think he would absolutely not have worked without it, because I actually needed the power charges on crit to be able to maintain an effective critical chance. I think my critical chance is upwards of 80% for the barrage. But without the power charges, I'm not there. But yeah, there was a rare. Oh, there's a rare in here. Yeah, Soul Conduit, but there's nothing to conduit. You know, what's really like pretty OP about the critical flask with the GMP freeze pulse on the cast on crit is pretty much like every single freeze pulse gives me a flask charge, and I pretty much replenish whatever I had almost instantly. This is a Living Blood pack. The blood's gone. Insta-kill the Bond of Chaos.
Has no one managed to kill you yet, Exile? Then it seems you've earned my personal attention.
Yeah, he really just melts her. She did not stand much of a chance. Okay, so this was actually a really fun build. This will work on standard for the next 6 weeks. If you want to try it, I'll kind of go through what it is and what it needs. I don't think I even use Malagaros, so yeah. You don't even need it. Alright, let's sell off this stuff.
You wish to speak with me?
Okay. As you can see, I don't actually have as much currency here, which is kind of funny. Alright, so gear. We got a crit one with attack speed. Got some spell damage. Projectile speed's really nice for freeze pulse. This carries my alternate freeze pulse, my Arctic breath swap, and my Arctic armor. Only level 6, but it's Arctic armor nonetheless. Here we have my Lightning Warp, reduced duration, faster casting, and also holds my extra LMP. Frostbite, Ice Spear, Volstorm Call. So I actually use Volstorm Call, and I've used Ice Spear as a cast on crit spell in the past. Boots, reduce mana, Assassin's Mark, Herald of Thunder, Curse on Hit, and then other gloves, reduce mana, Clarity, Herald of Ice, Grace. Helmet is an energy. It's a pretty good energy shield life helm with resist. Since this character uses Eldritch Battery, spell damage, life, resist. Energy shields, life, move speed, resist. Life and resist. Critical chance with life and mana regeneration. So Ling has insanely good magic find, which was nice. I got that from a vendor. Life and resist. Life and resist. And of course Tabula. Tabula runs my Barrage with Cast on Crit, GMP, Freeze Pulse, Arc, Power Charge on Crit. Kind of standard stuff. For terms of the passive tree, we've gotten the projectile damage. We have this kind of focus on the central area here. We've got Harrier, True Strike, Ballistic Mastery, Charisma, Art of Oak, Finesse. Accuracy and attack speed is actually really important. I have just basic acrobatics. I was working on critical nodes. I was going to get Heartseeker eventually. Got Life, Ondars, Critical Chance, Life, Power Charge, Crit, Life and Energy Shields, Eldritch Battery, Wand Crit nodes, Life, Mana, Power Charges, Life, Mana, stuff. Yeah, so if I was to continue with this character to improve him, I'd probably get this critical multiplier node. I'd probably finish acrobatics. I'd get more life. I'd probably invest in more spell crit and and critical multiplier. Probably get this critical multiplier cluster here. Spell damage per power charge could be pretty solid. Yeah, there's not. I mean, maybe more mana regeneration, but there's not like too much more I can get with this guy. That would actually be super useful. So, yeah, that's that. That's kind of what I've been doing. There's proof I have stuff. There's my blue armor set. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put all that stuff in a video, just kind of display what my builds were for the 1 month league. Oh, here, I'll go ahead and show you what this guy looks like when he's full boss mode. Okay, it looks nice. I felt like much more of a badass when I was wearing this armor, I will say. Like, when you feel like a boss, you play better. It's like, yeah, like, he's pretty bossy. Yeah. Anyway, I might even be playing this character on standard after the league's end. If I finish the 80s first, I'll probably go back to playing this character here. But yeah, I'm going back to my hardcore character. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to cut the stream. If you have any questions,